All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and it is fight week. Whole bunch of great fights going on this week. One of the biggest ones is Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenious. The weigh-in happened today, and Deontay Wilder looked a little bit different from the last time he fought. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to talk about the fights coming up this weekend. One of the best weekends in boxing so far this year. You have a series of fights on a series of networks taking place, and I am very, very excited about it. Make sure y'all come check me out when we do. We're actually probably going to do the live shows for that this weekend. We have Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenious. We have Caleb Plant fighting Anthony Durrell. You have Devin Haney and George Kambosos, and you also have the women's fights going on between Michaela Meyer. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Have the fights going on between Michaela Meyer and Alyssa Baumgardner, Savannah Marshall, and Clarissa Shields. So just a full days of fights. Saw a couple of weigh-ins that took place this morning. Deontay Wilder weighed in, and man, dude, it's wild, man. I don't get it, man. Like, Deontay Wilder is a very, very special specimen, man. And most definitely, in my opinion, a throwback fighter, because this guy weighed in at 214 pounds. I think the last time that Deontay Wilder weighed 200 and less, weighed that little, was the first fight against Tyson Fury, where he weighed, so I think he weighed around 215 pounds for that fight. So it appears as if Deontay Wilder came in against Helenious like, look, I'm going to fight at the weight that I feel most comfortable in. And so I don't think that it is, a lot of people are going to say, oh man, that's just tremendously, tremendously small, for that weight class. It looks like he looks skinny, right? Because 6'7", 214 pounds, the dude is just not a really, really big. He's just not carrying a lot of weight. He has thin legs, very, very long, and I could see all week when he was coming in to different announcements and stuff that he looked and that, he just looked very, very thin, but that is probably just what he feels comfortable at. That is the size of his body. And obviously, and I saw this in the second and the third fight with Tyson Fury, that, he definitely looked more sluggish. He looked like he got more tired more quickly when he had all that extra weight on him. I think he weighed, I think in the second one, he may have weighed up in the 220s. I think at a point in time, he may even touch 230 at a fight, was lifting weights and doing all that stuff, trying to bulk up to fight Tyson Fury, which, probably played a part in him getting tired throughout that fight. So, for me, seeing him at 215, when he got the draw against Tyson Fury and around the weight where he beat Dominic Brazil and those guys, it's probably a very, very good move for him. The entire time that he's been in the training camps and all that, he's been focusing on, moving, increasing his foot movement, head movement, right? All of that. And that coming in with less muscle on top of him probably is going to help him, go, in that fight. It's probably going to help him in that fight. So I don't take the lower weight classes, the lower weight in the weigh-in really meaning anything but a good thing. Now, I am really hopeful that we get to see a good fight. There's a lot of people that ask me, like, what do you think? What do you want to see from Deontay Wilder? Quite honestly, man, I think the most important thing to see in Deontay Wilder in this fight is Deontay Wilder win. Period. It's been several years. Several years since he's gotten a win. I do believe his last win probably was it Dominic Brazil? It might have been Dominic Brazil, because I think Dominic Brazil was the fight right before it might have been the second, or it was the second Luis Ortiz fight. I can't remember which one it was, but whatever the case was, he was coming off of a couple good knockouts after that first Tyson Fury fight. Maybe there was the first Tyson Fury fight, then the Dominic Brazil, then the Luis Ortiz. Can't remember the exact order in it, but definitely over the last couple years, there's been, the 2 losses and 2 really hard fights from Tyson Fury. So I most definitely would like to see him just get a win. However it comes, preferably by knockout. I think that is, in any scenario, is the best way to win a fight and not let it go to the scorecards. I don't think that it is necessary for him to turn into, a guy that is, I don't think he's going to go out there and turn into the heavyweight version of Shakur Stevenson overnight. So, just do what's best for you and get this win out there with Robert Helenious and do it in a way where you look impressive. Because I definitely want to see what's coming up next for him. Hopefully it'll be that fight against Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk said that if he didn't fight Tyson Fury, that the only other fight that he wanted was the fight with Deontay Wilder. So, if that fight's there, man, make that fight next. No need to go to Andy Ruiz after that and do all of that stuff. If he can go straight to 3 belts, do it. He's maybe 37 years old. He's definitely in the second, closer. He's closer to 40 than he is he's closer to 40 than he is to 30. So, no need to take a whole lot more fights to accomplish what you need to accomplish. So just look good in this fight. Look good in the fight, win the fight, and go on to Alexander Usyk, a guy that I think that he has a very good chance to beat, because Alexander Usyk is going to have to deal with that length and he's going to have to deal with that power. Now, one thing that I would like to see is I'd like to see his jab, right? And like a really crisp, sharp jab. I would like to see him score more points during the round so that he can actually put rounds in the bank, right? I think that would be nice to see, right? But at the same time, I don't think he needs to really do too much out of character. He's had a lot of success with the way that he's fighting, and you just add different things to that to complement it, right? To complement and make people worried more about the left hand. And ain't no better way to get somebody worried about a left hand than a jab, right? That is consistently out there, consistently in your face, strong, straight jabs, right? And if you can counter, and if the other guy's countering with, when the other guy jabs, counter over the top, trying to counter over the top of his jab or countering his jab, countering over the top of his jab, all of those type of things I definitely like to see. And, and he can definitely grow as a fighter. Now, one thing Sean Porter said about the weight gain of the weigh-in weight was that he was like, Deontay Wilder put in a lot of work in the early part of camp, right? But he said, that's kind of a little bit different than you usually see with older fighters, where they try to work smarter, not harder, because they already have a lot of, wear and tear on their body. But he said that, the Deontay Wilder, definitely toned down the workouts towards the end of the training camp. So he should be fresh for the fight and had plenty good recovery time. But all in all, looking forward to the fight, wishing the best for Deontay Wilder. It's nothing but good news, him being back for the heavyweight division, because he's the most exciting fighter and the most entertaining fighter that there is in that division, in the actual ring. Now, all of the talk that other people may do, like Tyson Fury does a lot of talking and goofing around. I'm not talking about that type of entertainment. I'm talking about that concussive entertainment that you get in a boxing match. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. With that, I'm out. Peace.